see those clips, where do I even begin? Now, this is a longtime customer of ours. We've actually built a couple trucks for him in the past, and he decided now with all, seeing the latest generation, assumably some of our videos in the past and the latest generation of trucks, it's time to do a little bit of an upgrade. So he kind of did a lot of an upgrade and stepped into this truck and slowly has been acquiring and purchasing the parts from us, and we're super stoked to finally be able to put this finished package together for him. So starting at the top, this truck again has the Carli suspension 3¼ inch Pintop 2.5 system. Now that is a mouthful. The 3.25 indicates the final height of this truck. It is a 3¼ inch front lift with a 1 inch rear lift. The 2.5 number I mentioned is actually the diameter of the shock. So while traditional shock is actually under 2 inches you would get from a factory, even some of the factory off-road packages, this truck has King 2.5 shocks. However, Carli Suspension has taken it one step further by utilizing basically almost all of their own custom internals, their own custom tuning, custom lengths, and all sorts of secret sauce that they actually have kind of come up with to come up with the best on and off-road ride possible for these trucks. However, Carli Suspension is one of the few companies who actually goes out there, gets a test shock, drives the truck, takes it home and things like that, and actually tweaks the tuning to kind of get the best of both worlds with the truck. I know personally that they do this because they've used a lot of our shop vehicles in order to get the tunes perfected on their final production kits. So a lot of the other brands out there will use the stock King chrome shafts, so those are prone to rusting, pitting, flaking, and issues like that. These custom stainless shafts are gonna, even in the harshest environments where the rest of the truck is rusting around them, these stainless shock shafts are still gonna look beautiful. As you can see by this beautiful B-roll footage, the kit also comes with a radius arm drop. This is required with the 3.25 system to get the caster correct up front, as well as making sure nothing contacts underneath the, the front end of the truck. Contrary to what most brands do, they drop a bump stop drop as low as they can just to make sure nothing hits, and they ship a kit out the door. These Carli suspension kits are able to fully cycle all of the suspension travel front and rear, resulting in an actual better ride on road. A lot of times we talk about travel and guys will say, hey, I'm not actually going to be jumping this truck. Why does suspension travel matter? Well, you are going to be hitting railroad crossings, gas station driveways, storm drain dips, all of those things. The suspension travel factors into all of that and resulting in a better in-cab feel for you. So along with the radius arm drops, you'll also see an upgraded track bar, new rear track bar drop, rear sway bar end links. Those are all actually a part of all the base kit if you see us as they're listed online. Now this truck does have all the upgrades. So up front, instead of using a sway bar drop, which is an option, it has the torsion sway bar. Now that is a complete replacement sway bar from Carli, and it is a lighter rate sway bar, which allows the wheels to travel independently of each other without throwing your cab side to side. So those of you who have a stock truck, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you look down your center console and see coffee stains everywhere. All of your, your morning coffee has been splashed all over because of that stock sway bar. So that is where this aftermarket sway bar comes in. You'll also notice the fabricated radius arms are a huge addition to this truck. Also, something that really is the final attention grabber of this build. The radius arms are an extremely heavy-duty version of your factory arms. We actually have another video detailing the construction of those. So not only are they heavy duty, they do have a flex joint on them, which allow for a lot more movement as well. So from there, we have the steering stabilizer, which again is an all custom Carli product. The steering stabilizer is not one you'll find anywhere else. It has a stainless steel body that's gonna help fight any corrosion. The steering stabilizer is kind of the first part on your truck, so those are usually the most disgusting parts after a couple years because they get pitted, things like that. This stainless steel body is gonna keep the shock from rusting, unlike a lot of the other options on the market, and is also completely valved in a proprietary design by Carli for these trucks. From there, as you can tell, the wheel and tire package has been changed on this truck as well. It is a 20-inch trail-ready street lock wheel. These are an excellent option. Trail-ready is a small business based out of Washington that builds really custom wheels. You've seen them on a lot of our shop trucks. We are definitely a huge fan. These wheels are black powder coated along with the black ring, so it does give this truck an overall blacked out package. Again, the trail-ready wheels, for those of you who are not familiar, are a custom order wheel, so we could get it in a variety of colors. We actually now are working on stocking machined black as well as triple bronze like you've seen on Cole's truck in our facility, so there's gonna be zero wait time. Normally with a custom machined wheel like this, there is a fairly long lead time associated with them. From there, we wrap those wheels in a 37 by 1250/20 Toyo MT. The MT speaks for itself. It is one of the best mud terrains out there. In fact, I think it is the best mud terrain out there for for any application. So typically, guys will run the Toyo RT or the Nitto Ridge Grappler. However, the MT does have a look in and of itself. And so for those of you who aren't worried about a little bit more road noise, these are gonna be an excellent option for you. I run them on a lot of my trucks. I don't find the noise to be terrible. So rounding out the accessories on this truck, the lighting package obviously is gonna be very different from factory. He has custom headlights, which he supplied himself. If you look, the truck has our Laramie fog light conversion, which takes it from the factory slim LEDs and upgrades it to a Baja Designs larger, brighter, round LED light. It has the 20-inch grille package, which shoves a 20-inch Baja Designs light in the bumper opening, as well as the Baja Designs S2 reverse light kit, and that's gonna provide you more light when backing up. And basically with those small little S2s under the back bumper, if you hit something in the dark, that's on you. Those are some of the brightest lights in the business. Now, lastly, the only component left to mention is a shameless plug for our own product, the CJC Offroad Intercooler Guard. Those of you with the 19 and up, 25 and 3500 trucks, you can get rid of that giant plastic factory valence and go to a much slimmer protection for your intercooler. Again, this is not a skid plate. This is not meant for rock crawling. However, this will keep debris, anything off the freeway from hitting your intercooler, while also increasing, the look of the truck, the ground clearance, and all that good stuff. I can't, say enough. I think this might be one of my favorite builds for this year. Now, we are a little early in the year, but I think this one's gonna hold its own throughout the calendar. Really appreciate our customers for allowing us to use this truck, taking us to this awesome filming spot, so on and so forth. We really appreciate all of your guys' business and support in 2020 and moving into 21. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment, email us, shoot us a call, and thank you guys so much for watching.